From angry, aggressive ants to swarming wasps and killer bees, here are 15 of the world's worst insect stings. Ever wondered what it feels like to be stung by the most excruciating insects on Earth? Picture a pain so intense, it's like being stabbed with a red-hot needle or shocked by a bolt of lightning. From venomous ants to ferocious wasps, the world is crawling with tiny terrors that pack a punch you'll never forget. Join us as we count down the worst insect stings in the world. Brace yourself. These stings will make your skin crawl, and number one is a nightmare you won't believe. Let's dive into the pain. First, fire ants. What would it feel like to be stung by one of these insects? The clue is in their name. When these aggressive critters bite, it's followed by a sting from their abdominal area, and that creates the effect of being burned by fire. The sting later swells into a bump that can become irritated and infected. Severe allergic reaction to the ant's sting can result in loss of breath, severe chest pain, and slurring of speech. Next, jackjumper ants. There are a larger size species of ant, going about 0.5 in long or 1.3 centimeter. They're found mostly in southeast mainland Australia and Tasmania. They're called jumpers because some species can display an ability to jump for long distances. Along with their aggression, these ants are noted for their sting, which is delivered by a barbless stinger and can sting indefinitely. Those painful stings serve to both kill their prey and scare off predators. While their sting can cause some discomfort in humans, it's actually the venom that might be a greater concern, since it can have some fatal effects if the human is allergic to it. Potentially fatal symptoms can occur like falling blood pressure. Then, the bald-faced hornet. Its common name is linked to the insect's black and white, or piebald coloration, which distinguishes it from others in its genus. It's actually a type of yellow-jacket wasp, not a true hornet. Their sting results in pain similar to what you'd feel if you got your hand caught in a slammed door, but it only lasts for a few minutes. Did you know these insects can spray venom from their stinger into the eyes of its aggressors? Following that, the red paper wasp. Paper wasps get their common name due to the behavior of chewing plant and wood fibers to create a paper-like material they used to construct nests. And they can build some of the largest nests of any wasp species. They've been documented to reach the size of a dinner plate and can contain more than 5,000 individuals. The species is also known for imparting a painful sting that has been compared to a lingering acid burn, along with swelling and itching. Some victims can develop a full-body rash. And after that, killer bees. These aggressive little bees resulted from an experiment to crossbreed the African honeybee with its European counterpart. As such, they're also known as the Africanized honeybee. After being introduced to Brazil, more than 24 swarms escaped from quarantine and spread from South America into North America. They're known for their aggressive nature, which is one reason why they got the common name killer bee. Well, they don't have the strongest venom or sting. These animals will attack in far greater numbers, delivering 10 times more stings. When a woman in California was attacked by a swarm of killer bees, she was stung more than 200 times, which put her in hospital in critical condition. Thankfully, she recovered. Experts say there were some 80,000 bees in that swarm. Then, the bullhorn acacia ants. These wasp-like ants are named for the bullhorn acacia trees of Central America in which they live. They might be best known for having a mutualistic symbiotic relationship with that tree, but they're also known for having a painful sting. As part of their relationship with the trees, they use their sting to repel creatures of any size that might want to munch on the acacia leaves. Humans who have experienced the ant sting say it's like a hot staple piercing the flesh. Symptoms included extended throbbing can persist along with burning discomfort. Following is the yellow jacket. Here's an insect that's known for its familiar black and yellow coloration and for its characteristic side-to-side flight pattern. And even though they're often called bees, that's a misnomer. They're really wasps that are closely related to hornets. If you've ever been chased by one, you know how bold and aggressive they can be. Yellow jackets can strike repeatedly with a barbed stinger. It causes searing pain that's been likened to having a cigarette being stubbed out on your skin. Did you know that certain insect species will mimic the appearance of yellow jackets to scare off predators? Next, Red Bull ants. It has no connection to the popular energy drink that allegedly gives you wings. They're actually known for their reddish-brown coloration and large size, which can approach 30 millimeters long, 1.2 in. Did you know that it was initially collected in 1770, making it one of the first insects to be described in Australia? No doubt it didn't take long to discover the animal's sting, which contains a potent venom. The pain can be excruciating and can last for days. If the victim is allergic to the toxin, then the sting can be fatal. Then, velvet ants. These insects are also known as calculus due to their intense sting. But there are a couple of misnomers here. Velvet ants are not ants. They're actually wasps, and there are thousands of species. While the males have wings, the females do not, and that makes them look like large, shaggy ants. Velvet is a reference to the thick hair on their bodies. As to whether their sting can take down a heifer, there's no evidence of that either way. What is certain is the velvet ant has a sting that can put insects into a quick coma. It can also put a human in the hospital if they're allergic to the venom. Following is the Maricopa harvester ant. Did you know that there are more than 20 species of harvester ants found in the US? Their name is a reference to how they collect seeds and mushrooms to store in the nest. It almost makes them sound like peaceful farmers, but this species is known for delivering some of the world's most toxic insect venom. Experts say that 12 stings can kill a rat that weighs more than 4 florins or 2 kilos. With humans, the sting can result in severe pain that can last upwards of 8 hours without relief. Along with that toxicity, the insect's venom also contains pheromones that alert other ants nearby to zero in on the victim. Next, the Asian giant hornet. Going around 5 inches long, this insect is about the size of your thumb. Some other stats also own its giant-size name, including a 6 millimeter stinger that's half an inch and a wingspan approaching 8 centimeters or 3 in. All that adds up to the world's largest hornet, and the pain of their sting is pretty large as well. The suffering has been compared to being impaled with white-hot spikes. The venom is potent enough to trigger kidney disease or cardiac arrest. Did you know that in Japan, around 40 humans are killed each year by the sting of these huge hornets? Then, warrior wasps. These fearsome creatures from North and South America earn their common name by aggressively guarding their homes. Hundreds of them will engage in a threat display by creating a drumming noise from inside the nest. If that fails to deter the threat, then they boldly attack with their barbed stingers, and they have one of the most painful insect stings recorded, with effects likened to a blistering barrage of electrical shocks. In terms of sheer pain, some sources rank the warrior wasp as having the world's most painful insect sting, but it comes at a cost since the wasp dies soon after delivering its sting. Following is the tarantula hawk wasp. It's not an arachnid, and it's not a raptor bird. Its common name refers to the behavior of the females. They're known to track down tarantulas and use their corpses as food for their larvae. Tarantula hawks are among the larger species of wasp, around 2 in long or 5 centimeters, and they have a sting that can cause a supersized pain. It's been described as receiving an unending series of intense electrical shocks, kind of like the warrior wasp. Most sources ranked this one within the top 3 most painful insect stings. Next, the bullet ant. This critter from the rainforests of Central and South America gets its common name from the intense pain of its sting. Victims say it's as agonizing as being shot with a bullet or walking over white-hot coals in bare feet. Wave after wave of burning, throbbing agony can relentlessly persist for 24 hours, which inspires another common name for this insect, the 24-hour ant. The highly potent venom can produce reactions ranging from edema to overall weakness before the misery stops. Measuring more than 1 in long, 2.5 cm, they bring some big size to go with that big hurt. Until recently, that incredible pain had this animal ranked as the undisputed king of sting, and now the executioner wasp. While many sources still cite the bullet ant as having the most painful sting of any insect, there are just as many that now claimed this animal deserves the honor. One thing is not debated, though. This animal possesses the most damaging sting of any known species of wasp, and that's saying a lot. Native to Central and South America, they're large insects identified by their yellow and brown coloration. According to those who have suffered their sting, the pain has been likened to a searing, burning sensation that feels like molten lava poured on the skin, and it lasts for weeks. Even Coyote Peterson claims that this is the worst thing in the world, and he's suffered the stings of many creatures on our list. So who are we to argue with a guy who actually braves the wilderness?